Many people called the Wii U a failure, and because of that, a lot of people think that the console was not very good. While the sales numbers for the Wii U may have been rough, the console still has many redeeming qualities, and it's even better than the Switch in a lot of ways. In part 1, we looked at how the Switch is better than the Wii U, but this time, we'll be looking at 10 ways the Wii U is better than the Switch. Number 1. Virtual Console. The Wii U had an amazing Virtual Console library, consisting of NES, SNES, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, and DS games. That is a lot, and the games are pretty cheap too. For example, Ocarina of Time on the N64 is only $10. The Switch kind of has a Virtual Console, but it's pretty weird. In order to play NES or SNES games on the Switch, you have to pay for Nintendo's online service. It works fine, but it's not as straightforward as the Wii U. Plus, the Switch only has NES and SNES games, while the Wii U has much more than that. Until the Switch gets N64, GBA, and DS games, the Wii U is the better console for playing older games. Plus, you can buy the games you want without having to pay for an online service. Number 2. The Game Library. The Wii U has been around much longer than the Switch, which means it has the better game library. This console has so many great games on it. There's Super Mario 3D World, Splatoon, Pikmin 3, Yoshi's Woolly World, Nintendo Land, Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD, Mario Kart 8, Super Smash Bros., Captain Toad, and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I could keep going, but I'll stop there. The library of games for the Wii U is definitely one of the strongest for a Nintendo system, and that isn't even counting the Virtual Console. There are so many amazing titles to play on Wii U, and yeah, a lot of these games have been ported to Switch, but that just proves that this console has so many great games. The highest selling Switch game is just a port of a Wii U game. The game library for the Wii U really brings the console from good to great. Number 3. Personality. This one might seem a little confusing, but let me explain. What I mean by personality is things like the home menu having music. On the Switch, the home menu is clean and simple, which is great and all, but I feel it loses a lot of that Nintendo charm that other systems have. Even the Settings app on Wii U has music. This makes the Wii U feel a lot more interesting and fun to use. Just compare the Mii Maker on the Switch to the Mii Maker on Wii U, and you'll see what I mean. To get to the Mii Maker on the Switch, you have to go to the settings first, and then when you find it, the Mii Maker has no music and looks kind of basic. On the Wii U, the Mii Maker has its own app that is much more charming and fun to use. And this might just be personal preference, but I much prefer the rounded design of the Wii U over the boxy, straight design of the Switch. I just think the Wii U has much more personality than the Switch. Number 4. Free online. On the Wii U, you can play all of your games online without paying anything. So if a kid gets Splatoon on Wii U, he can play it online right out of the box. But if that kid got Splatoon 2 on the Switch, he wouldn't be able to play the game online without paying first. And to make it even worse, the Switch doesn't even have very stable online. Lagging and disconnects happen way too often. But on the Wii U, you never have to pay to play online. This means you never have to worry about renewing your subscription or anything like that. The Wii U has no paywalls to go through before you can play your games online. Number 5. Backwards compatibility. The Wii U is backwards compatible with the Wii. That means that you can put your Wii games right into the Wii U and they will work. And there's actually a separate Wii app that takes you to the Wii menu and everything. And you can transfer your Wii data right onto the Wii U. This is a really great feature because it means that you just have to have a Wii U plugged into your TV to play all of your Wii games. This feature also expands the game library for the Wii U, so the total number of great games available to play on Wii U is even bigger. Another great feature is that all of your old Wii remotes still work as controllers on the Wii U. So if you have a lot of controllers for the Wii, you already have a lot of controllers for the Wii U too. Wii games are also available to buy using the eShop, so you can buy Wii games digitally as well. Number 6. Less ports. One big problem the Switch has is an overwhelming amount of ports. Since the Switch is much more popular than the Wii U was, every developer wants to port their games to Switch. This is fine for everyone who hasn't played the games before, but for people who have, there is not many new original games to play. I'm not against ports, but it does seem a little strange that this brand new system is stuck getting old games. The Wii U definitely got more original content. We got the start of new franchises like Splatoon and Mario Maker, and we got a lot of great first-party Nintendo games. When new games were announced for the Wii U, they would almost always be brand new original ideas. But on the Switch, it feels like every other game announced is just a port of an older game. Again, I'm not against ports on the Switch, but it seems like the Wii U got way more original games since there weren't as many ports. Number 7. Web browser and apps. The Wii U has many more useful features than the Switch does, including a web browser. And the web browser is great. You can surf the web on the gamepad while something else plays on the TV, and there is a curtain feature where you can reveal stuff in a really fun way. Why the Switch doesn't have a web browser yet still confuses me. The Wii U also has more media apps like Netflix. This makes the Wii U have much more variety in the ways you use it. With the Switch, you can pretty much only play games on it, but on the Wii U, you can use it to watch TV, browse the web, and much more. It ends up making the Wii U feel like much more of a multimedia console rather than just a gaming console. Number 8. Pricing. One of the best parts of the Wii U right now is the super low prices. The games themselves are usually $10 to $20. That means for every one full price Switch game, you can get 3 or 4 Wii U games. Just the other day I bought Batman Arkham City on Wii U for only $5. This also makes it much easier to collect games. One of my least favorite parts of the Switch are the insanely high prices. For example, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on Wii U launched at a price of $50 and was later permanently reduced to a price of $20. But when it got ported to Switch, it became a full price $60 game. I have a hard time buying games on Switch when it feels like every game is overpriced. With the Wii U, you definitely get more for your money. Number 9. The eShop. The eShop on Wii U is a ton better than on Switch. The Switch's eShop is a complete mess. It's very hard to navigate and it's totally boring and lifeless. Every day, 10 new crappy games go onto the Switch eShop, making it very difficult to find quality titles. I really do not enjoy using the Switch eShop, and I usually avoid using it if I can. But on Wii U, it's completely different. Right when you start up the eShop on Wii U, you're greeted with a simple, fun minigame while the eShop loads. We're already off to a much better start. The eShop has catchy music playing in the background and is much easier to use than the Switch. There are categories for you to look through, suggested games, and Virtual Console. And once you purchase a game, you can go to your profile and give it a review out of 5 stars, along with who you think would enjoy the game. This feature helps sort out the good games from the bad ones. It's fun and easy to use the eShop on Wii U, and it's a huge improvement over the Switch. Number 10. The Gamepad. The Wii U's main selling point is the gamepad. The gamepad is a great controller that changes up how you play games. It is used in so many clever ways. In the HD Zelda games, your inventory and map are always on the gamepad, and you don't ever have to pause the game to use them. This gives the games a much more natural feel, so you don't have to keep going in and out of menus. You can also play most games entirely on the gamepad, so if someone else is using the TV, you can still play the Wii U. The gamepad can also be a TV remote. There is a dedicated TV button right next to the power button, where you can adjust the volume, change inputs, and turn your TV on or off. This is a really nice feature. It means that you don't always have to have a TV remote next to you. Having the second screen on the gamepad opens up so many new ways to play and has so many useful features. Well, there you have it. 10 ways the Wii U is better than the Switch. It was really fun to compare the consoles to each other in this 2-part video. Both are great consoles and I love playing on both. I think the Wii U gets a lot more crap than it deserves, so hopefully this video helped redeem it a little bit. I'm planning on making some Zelda month content for next month, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see ya in the next one.